Have mercy on me, O Lord, for I am in trouble. My eye is consumed with sorrow, and also my throat and my belly. For my life is wasted with grief, and my years with sighing. My strength fails me because of affliction, and my bones are consumed.
What'll you be having, darling?
A hay beer, if you please. Make it a double. Oh, and a nose bag while you're at it.
Wow, it's really him. Can I have your autograph? Your hoof print?
Why? I'm just a nobody. You don't want to know about me. My prints are like everybody else's. They're in the dust one moment, trampled to nothing the next. Bit like our life, really. I'm nobody. You got that?
Last week maybe, but now everyone knows about you. You're the donkey that carried the king. You've become collectible.
Keep quiet. That's dangerous talk. It wasn't me anyway. Just some ass who looks like me. You trying to get me into trouble?
But I saw you. Everyone was cheering.
Look. That was last week. Now look around. Now be honest. Can you tell me from any of these other asses in here? Is there anything sets me apart? All right. Well, there used to be. Until last week, I'd never been ridden. Never had to put up with the weight of one of those smelly, grumpy humans, all whip and no manners, full of wind and hot air. Mind you, there was this dark suspicion eating away at the back of my mind. What happens to donkeys that don't carry things?
Doesn't bear thinking about.
So when finally someone comes along and puts a halter on me, well, it's a sort of relief. Says to me, I've got a future, even if it's a hard one. Of course, I put up a bit of resistance. If the word got out that we weren't really stubborn, they'd think they could get away with anything.
Too true.
But then things got weird. Clothes flying through the air, and a pile of them landed on my back. I heard this strange, cracking, ripping sound. The crowd were literally ripping the branches off the trees. I braced myself for the blows.
As you would. Donkey life is far more stick than carrot.
But no, from ripping to swishing, and a colossal cheer when he leapt on my back.
He?
Your so-called king. They called him the master, like he was going to ride them. And son of David. This was the strange part. His friends had just come along and asked for me, and they handed me over just like that. Must have been money changed hands behind the scenes somewhere, but I saw nothing. I heard nothing. And then some were saying, and how daft can you get, that just because he was riding one of us, just because he was riding me, meant he was a king or something. That's a few thousand kings in and out of the city every day.
Prophecy.
What a see?
Prophecy. The stories they hand down, that help them know what's what. It's written down somewhere. King on a donkey. I work for the high priest. He goes on and on about it. Everywhere I carry him. Prophecy this and prophecy that. Except he's none too pleased when it finally seems to make sense.
Yeah, thanks. Just leave it, will you? And the branches, they weren't for hitting us. They were there, waving them, chanting. So for once this wasn't the time to be stubborn. When you're the centre of attention, it's wise to just get on with it and get over it. I mean, it was just another bit of donkey work, wasn't it? He was just as heavy, just as smelly as any other human. They all looked the same to me anyway. Maybe he wasn't the same.
Don't kid yourself. It was all a con. A couple of days later they came and took him away. They wouldn't do that if he were a king. Treated him worse than they treat us. And now they are trying to round up everyone who had anything to do with him. They're still on the lookout. anything to wipe out this fake good news, so they were saying.
I have become a reproach, even to my neighbours. A dismay to those of my acquaintance. When they see me in the street, they avoid me. I am forgotten, like the dead, out of mind. I am as useless as a broken pot, for I have heard the whispering of the crowd. Fear is all around. They put their heads together against me. They plot to take my life.
Look, it wasn't really me. It was just a friend of a friend. You know what I mean? So you're wasting your time. You need to find a real celebrity. One that walks the walk, talks the talk, looks the part, and doesn't rub the humans up the wrong way by showing the truth of stories they pretend to live by. Just leave me alone. Clear off. Leave me to my drink and that nosebag when they finally bring it. As for me, I'll keep my head down. I'll let them think nothing special happened. I'll carry their loads or their stinking selves on my back, act as if everything's just the same as ever. But I know, God knows, there was something different last week, and whatever comes of it, some of us will remember.
But as for me, I have trusted in you, O Lord. I have said, you are my God. My times are in your hand. Rescue me from the hand of my enemies and from those who persecute me. Make your face to shine upon your servant, and in your loving kindness, save me.